A chicken can sell for 100 bucks, and this girl does not even cost as a chicken. Her father criticized her for being ugly and hunchbacked, selling her for $10 to a woman. She begged her father and he didn't care. Her family members just cowered to one side, dared not speak. The girl was extremely powerless but couldn't do anything. Finally, she was taken away and locked in a door. Seeing her weakness, she hates herself. She wanted to be strong, wanted her name to be remembered. She is Yennefer. The place where Yennefer was held was Vengerberg. It is the most famous witch school in the world. And Yennefer was chosen because she had a goblin bloodline and felt strength. She must learn how to control and use her magic. This is the first lesson of them. The first is to use the magic to raise the stone. Fring was the first to succeed. But then her left hand started to dry. The principal said, "See, magic doesn't spontaneously be born and lost. It has to be exchanged for the right price. The correct way is to pick up the right flower, sacrifice it to raise the stone on the left." Everyone follows the principal's way, and indeed they are successful. But only Yennefer was unable to do it. The chief only said softly, "Sometimes, flowers can only wilt." The injury is not great, but the humiliation is extremely high. Yennefer was disappointed, just find her only friend in school to confide in. Under her friend's encouragement, she gradually gained confidence. Very soon the midterm competition in the witch school had arrived. The task this time is to use a glass bottle to capture electricity. Thereby it is possible to verify their ability to control their strength. The first girl who stepped on was shocked with electric. She failed. The second girl straightened the glass bottle, her head turned to the side. She was able to catch the electricity, but the glass bottle broke. Finally it was Yennefer's turn, only to see her hold up the glass bottle. Do you think she was catching rainwater? No, she was receiving electric rays. But she failed. The principal glanced at her, looking down on her. After witnessing the other classmates successfully took the electricity, humiliating spread throughout Yennefer. Next, a bolt of lightning flew out from her hand but was thrown by the principal. After that, the principal turned to Yennefer and said, "Girl, I like your bravery. But you must control your strength. What if you fail to help the emperor? You will affect our reputation. See yourself again." Although she did not pass the exam, the principal remembered Yennefer's name. At night, Yennefer heard someone murmuring a curse. She followed the sound and came to a cave, discovered that the principal is turning the uninitiated female students into eels. Just because they can't get electricity, so they just deserve to be an eel? In fact, these female students are also not appreciated. Being released to the society will cause chaos. They should be turned into eels to light up the entire academy. Although the truth is very cruel, but Yennefer has to accept. So she silently threw these eels into the water. It's the girls' graduation ceremony. Or the presentation in front of the emperor. At the discretion of the principal, Yennefer was assigned to Andria. But before the day, she was told to the Nilfgaardian, a nation in which no one respect magic. The king did not care about the main thing, he only enjoy life. Yennefer asked why. The principal said that because someone had relationship, she changed positions with Yennefer. And that person is Fring. Yennefer was disappointed and tried her best to take the chance to come to Andria. At this time the graduation has begun. The schoolgirls are all beautifully dressed up to dance with the monarchs. Apparently the monarch of Andria are dissatisfied with Fring's beauty. Dancing like a wood. On this side, Yennefer went to a cosmetologist in the academy. She tried to use magic to change herself, but the cost of using orthopedic magic is the loss of fertility forever. When Yennefer appeared in the hall, she attracted everyone's eyes here. Became the center. You will judge yourself about the appearance of her. Anyway, King Andria immediately noticed. He threw Fring aside, immediately inviting Yennefer to be his kingdom's sorcerer. Fring left angrily. It seems that she has entered the darkened path. Over 30 years, although Yennefer has become the sorcerer of Andria, but still does not have the proper credit. Her mission is to bring a royal concubine abandoned to her hometown. Suddenly a knife pierced into the carriage. When they stepped out, the guards were dead, and there was no trace of a scuffle. Looks like this is a swordless murder. And this guy has a tattoo on his face, and he also brings a king spider. Evil roll. Yennefer had to use the teleportation ring to lead the royal concubine to flee. But no matter where she hid, he could chase them. Yennefer understood that there was something on the concubine's body that magic could chase. And the status of the murderer is also too obvious. Without a doubt, the king sent to kill her. Yennefer fought the monster while telling the queen to flee. Then, they came to a mountain. Unable to withstand this kind of suffering, the queen vomited. She blamed Yennefer for not having strong magic. Yennefer is not stupid, so you suffer alone. Then she opened the teleporter ring and walked away. What about me? The queen sits still. She must beg the murderer to forgive her. And she would exchange the baby. But the murderer must kill everyone. By the time the monster was about to kill the baby, its head was cut in two. Yennefer had returned. She couldn't leave the baby. Yennefer fights with him and opens the circle of time. Then hugged the baby and ran away, but she was stabbed. Yennefer luckily escaped. Hugging the baby sitting on the beach. After going through many vicious lives, Yennefer thought about life. Pursuing beauty made her unable to give birth. Pursuing strength made her being alone. Pursuing power made her lost herself. And are these really what she wants? And now it's the male lead scene. It looks like he's just finished working.